Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Zildjian remix hi-hats. Now, some of you may remember the remix series of Zildjians back in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, I guess, when it was all the rage to sort of try and emulate electronic sounds by using acoustic cymbals. Drum and bass was huge, all that kind of thing. Ronnie size, all that was massive. And I think it was Zach Danziger that came up with this line of cymbals for Zildjian anyway. All the rage. Okay, so the remix series was kind of 12-inch remix hats, which is what I'm talking about today. Plus, I think there was a 14-inch remix crash, 18-inch breakbeat ride, 17-inch rides. There were jingle hats. There were a couple of weird ones like that as well. I've owned all of these cymbals over the years, but it's only the hats that I've kept. I've owned 2 breakbeat rides and I've got rid of both of them. I can still see myself getting another one at some point. It's called the Uptown ride now anyway, but it's the same cymbal. It's the breakbeat ride. Very cool, very cool. I'm talking myself into buying it as I talk to you. Anyway, what we got today? We've got 12-inch remix hats. That's the top one. That's the bottom one, a little less dinged up. Bought these brand new in, oh gosh, it's got to be 97, 98. Really cool. 12-inch, so they're, mini hats really. B20 bronze, obviously, remix logo, cool. When remixing was the thing. So if you look at the hammering on them, they're very sort of big golf ball sort of style hammer marks on there, which are not far off kind of K series. I know they brought out the K, I think of the pocket hats a couple of years ago, very similar to this, but in a brilliant finish. Pretty light. I'm doing this again, I can tell how light it is from doing that heavy. 12-inch, so they're not going to be super heavy. I always used them for the most part as main hats. Did record a couple of albums in the early 2000s on these. It sounded great, gigged them a lot too. Surprisingly loud for 12-inch hats. And really good all-rounders too, not too bright, not too dark, just in the middle, just nice. Sort of a cross between the sort of K pocket hats and the old special recording hats, A series that Zildjian used to make. So somewhere in between there. So to kind of chuck them into they're only good for replicating electronic style, cymbals and stuff. I think that's doing them a massive disservice because I've used them on pretty much everything. I've used them as X hats as well, but I prefer using them as main hats. So yeah. Zildjian 12-inch remix hi-hats. I'm going to cut to the chase. This is what they sound like.